Welcome, everyone. And I just want to say congratulations for qualifying another month. Kudos to you, all the hard work you put in. There's a lot of faces here that every month you're here, and I love it. So I am so proud of you and all that you do. And we have not heard from this person in a while. So I'm so excited to have Deb Erickson here from the ICANN Institute. And we've got some big news at the end that I cannot forget. I better put a little post-it, big news, big announcement before she's done. But I love listening to her. I listen to her every Monday. I listen to her every day. I did 4 neuro tools today, got my 4 in. I just love, I just love what she teaches about our mindset, right? And us women, we are hard on ourselves. So I wanted Deb to talk about a set point, right? We all have a set point when we start, and it changes as we're in this business. The longer we're in, the more we grow. But there's these oops, why is someone calling me? There's these set points that we have. And so I wanted her to talk about that and explain what can those set points look like, because that'll give you an idea. Do you feel like, you've plateaued, right? I don't even want to use the word stuck. You just plateau, right? Like losing weight. We plateau, but we make some changes and we can lose more. So I'm going to turn it over to you, Deb, so you can enlighten us and educate us and teach us about this.
Brilliant. Well, I'm excited. So first of all, guys, let me just tell you, I've missed you. And so it's really fun to be here and be with you in person. So let's talk about set points. So set points, just very simply, a set point is this, right? It is your brain in a box. It is your brain living inside of a boundary, right? So what happens with this, right? What happens with your brain in a box is simply this, that your brain says, stay inside the box and you are safe and secure. Move outside the box and you are now under threat. And so basically, here's what happens. As you move inside the boundary, inside your set point, you are comfortable. You are carefree. It's easy. But the minute you set a goal outside your set point, outside this boundary, then as you move towards it and you get to the edge, right, that's where we begin to see self-sabotage. That's where we get to see distraction and avoidance and procrastination. And so for fun, let's look at you and your business. So what I want you to do is, on a sheet of paper in front of you, I want you to draw a box. And inside that box, I want you to write down your income. I want you to write down your rank that you achieve easily and effortlessly. And as you write those basics inside, the rank, the income, the numbers of people you talk to every single day, what I want you to do with that is I want you to recognize that that's where you're comfortable. And then I want you to write where your goal is. So is your goal outside the box or inside the box? Do you have a rank advancement or a recruiting goal or a selling goal or achievement goal that is far outside that frame of reference? And if the answer to that is also yes, okay, then there's something really powerful that we're going to talk about tonight, which is this. You really have a couple of choices about how to shift that set point. But bottom line, if you don't create a change, right? If you don't create a change, then that's the boundary. That's the limit. That's as far as you go. That's it. So what are your choices? Well, we can change the thermostat setting. I want you to imagine that your set point is a lot like your thermostat. So you have that little box on the side of the wall and you set it to 70. And when it has little sensors that read the room, and when the temperature gets colder, then the sensor says, aha, We're outside our designed comfort zone. And so what it does is it triggers the heater to come on. And then when it gets too hot, right, and the temperature rises, you've got an open door on a sunny day, the room gets hot, then guess what? Those sensors go, oh, wait. We wanted a comfortable 70 and it's no longer. Now what's happening is a 75. And so boom, it sends a trigger to tell the, basically to tell the air conditioner come on. And so on a normal thermostat, it has just one set temperature, just, don't go above this or don't go below that. But the truth is you have these set points for cash flow, income, for debt, for the number of people that you can attract into the business. What typically happens is when you get close to those numbers, you begin to sabotage, you begin to slow down, you get distracted, you tell yourself stories. I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if she needs it. And so as all of that is occurring, right, as all of that is occurring, something really amazing happens. And the thing that's happening is that your brain is always responding, right? Responding and reacting to every single thing around you. Now, if you believe that this is the turning point for you, right? That this is as far as you can go, that this is the edge, you will pull back, you'll retract. And as you retract and pull back, it immediately causes you to make different decisions, right? To hesitate. So I'm going to give you some symptoms. And what I want you to do is write down every symptom that's true for you. So the first symptom is simply that you start making excuses. Start making excuses like, I can't do that because, and there's the excuses can be your children or your spouse or the community or the environment or the government or the virus. Start making excuses for things. Another typical thing that happens when you're reaching the edge of the set point is that you begin to get triggered and you'll move into avoidance behavior. So you'll start doing things like, you should be making your calls, but instead you decide, I really got to get the laundry done. You should be making the calls, but instead you get very, very busy with other things. A great sabotage is overscheduling your calendar. When you overschedule your calendar and you're like, I don't have time. If you hear yourself say that, I just don't have any time. You got to stop and look at that and say, am I purposefully, intentionally overscheduling so that there's no time slots to actually do the business? You guys got it? Here's another one is that you're always late to everything. If you're always late, you're always showing up late, you register late, you qualify late, right? There is a pattern of you waiting until the last second and then boom, right? Getting it done. Another pattern for you might be that you have a soft addiction. A soft addiction, guys, is like you're doing something that on the surface is not that harmful. It's not like you're an alcoholic, a heart addiction. A soft addiction could be that you're supposed to be on Facebook posting something, but instead you start scrolling and watching videos and getting engaged in things, right? And as that happens, what occurs is that you are wasting time. I know people that will read novels early into the morning, 2, 3, 4 in the morning. And then they don't go to sleep until then. And then what happens, of course, is that they aren't ready, right? They're not ready to deal with life because they have pushed the limit and they're always exhausted. You guys kind of follow? So what we always want to look at is if you feel like you've got a set point issue, you keep moving to the same point and then coming back, same point, coming back. If it feels to you like you're doing that, then we want to look at why, what's happening that is creating that experience. Does it make sense? We want to look at not only what is it that's creating the experience, but also how are you showing up on a day-to-day basis, right? What is it that you are using as your sabotage or your procrastination or your excuses? Does everybody kind of follow? And so what I thought would be fun for us would be to play. So if somebody here feels like, you know what, I think I'm doing this, let's do a little bit of playing together and see if we can uncover it, right? So who wants to play? Anybody want to raise their hand? And if you think that you have a set point issue or sabotage issue, let's play. Anybody got one?
Come on, who's gonna unmute and talk to Deb? This is like a golden moment here. Every opportunity you can.
I would say I do. I definitely.
All right, Erica.
Yeah, I definitely do. I try to do too much. Self-sabotage. I definitely commit to way too much.
Okay, great. So tell me what the goal is. What's the business goal you have?
So my goal actually is to be done clocking in for work by January of 2022. So I have a online nutrition coaching business as well as this, and so I don't have any short-term goals, which I think is probably another part of my problem.
So, well, it might be, but let's take it a little further. So you want to be successful enough in LifeVantage that you can close out your other business by January.
I would like to, yes.
Okay. All right. So tell me what's showing up for you. What are you doing or not doing that makes you think you have a sabotage?
I am not, I feel like probably I'm not doing the little things because I don't feel like they're enough. And sometimes I feel like I should be further along or more knowledgeable or more this or more that. So yeah, it's a combination of a lot of stuff, I think.
Okay. So let's go back. Let's go back and kind of look at that, not enough stuff. So before we do that, let me ask you a question. If you managed to hit this goal by January, you could close down the other business. What's the good things that would happen? We always look for the upside first. What are all the good things that you will experience?
Less stress, more family time, more travel time.
Okay.
More security.
All of that makes sense. So tell me what's the worst thing that could happen if you are successful?
The worst, there's nothing bad that could happen if I was successful.
I know you think that. It makes sense that we think that, but the truth is, if you're stopping your success, then your brain thinks that to be successful, right, something bad would happen.
Well, I think it's more of a risk factor. If I stop clocking in as much as I am right now to put the energy and time and effort into my business, then I'm going to hit there's going to be some financial questionability there, I guess.
Good. So what your brain is saying is, what I'm doing now is safe. Let's stay here. Because what you want to do could put us in financial jeopardy.
Right. And I try to talk myself out of that on a pretty regular basis.
I know you're trying to talk yourself out of it, but the truth is, it is still running your decisions. It's still in control.
Definitely.
Okay. And so if you think that making the decision to go full-time, go all in with LifeVantage will put you or your family at risk, does it kind of make sense why you're not doing it, why you are stopping yourself from being in the position to make that decision?
Yes.
Yeah. And so what you've got to be able to do is we got to alleviate that, because you're telling yourself a story that's scaring you back into the box. You're telling yourself a story that says, we better not go there and be so successful that she's tempted to leave this security. Let's just stay where we are. Feel it?
Yeah.
So with that being said, right, with that being said, what I want you to kind of think about and look at is, what would it take? What kind of belief would cause you complete relief?
I don't know that a belief is going to do it for me.
What would do it?
Money.
Right, but you can't get to money because you're stopping yourself.
Yeah.
So now you're in a loop, because you're saying, if I had enough money, then I wouldn't feel financially at risk, and I wouldn't feel financially at risk if I just worked harder, right? And it's kind of this, it just goes in circles. So what if, right? First of all, well, let's ask one more question. Where did all this come from? The fear about financial instability, the fear about it not coming together the way you need it to come together. What's at the base of that?
I think, and I've talked actually a lot about this with a couple of my family members, but first of all, it's a social construct. And it's also something I think that was ingrained in me when I was young. And even still today, that financial stability kind of like trumps risk, in which I, like, my soul and my spirit does not agree with that. And it's just something I haven't been able, like, stopping working full time in December, and only clocking in part time was a big enough thing for me. I feel like, so I'm, it's like little baby steps, I guess, that I'm making towards this stuff. And I don't really know what it would take for me to believe that this is something that could support me financially long term, because I see people doing it.
Right. So I feel that. All right. So the training that says don't take a risk, that's to blame, right, for the energy getting stuck, because you got the little voice in your head all the time that is saying, don't take a risk, don't take a risk, don't take a risk, don't take a risk. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so the way that I just want everybody to kind of see the process. So the old voice is saying, don't take a risk. And so then what's happening is, the way you make sure that you stay stuck is you overplan your calendar. You just pack your calendar with so much stuff, right, that you can't possibly get successful enough to break free. You just can't do it. You cannot be successful enough to break free. And because your calendar is constantly full, constantly full, constantly full. So you're always telling yourself, but if I could do more and be more successful, then I could be independent and I could quit this other job. And your brain is going, oh, no, you don't. Oh, no, you don't, right? We're not going to let you go there because that's risky. And so you're stuck in that cycle. That is the ultimate set point. And every single person on this call has one. Every single person has a set point that they absolutely, positively cannot seem to move beyond. And what we have to do is constantly just stretch, right? We have to open to more and stretch into more and become more. And as we do that, what happens is the brain relaxes a little bit and says, look, here's the new story for you, is to simply say, I'm not going to make up any rules. I'm going to allow myself to be successful in both arenas, right? I'm going to elevate this business while I'm paying the bills and maintaining with this business. And I'll know when the time is right. I'll know when the tipping point says, now it's time to go, but I'm not going to push it. I'm not going to give it a date. And the reason I would say don't give it a date is because the date seems to be triggering you, right? The date is kind of the thing. I'm going to do it by January, and your brain is going. But if you said, you know what? I'm going to stay in flow, and I'm going to grow these things. I'm going to convince myself I'm going to make so much extra on this side of the equation that I've literally got nothing that's standing in the way. Feel it?
Yeah, the small goals is what you're getting at, the daily stuff instead of the bigger picture right now.
Right. And so what you really want to do is you want to speak a goal and see how it feels. Speak a goal and see how it feels. So here's what I'd like to do this month. What I'd like to do this month is I'd like to grow my business, right? I'd like to do 25% more, right? And so what you're doing is you are applying pressure on the gas, right? You're picking up speed and you're elevating the energy a little bit, but you're not triggering the fear center, the threat center. And that's everything in the early stages until your brain gets it that it's okay. What you're doing is safe and secure. It's not a big deal. Feel it?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Thank you.
Yeah. So this is the way we do it, guys. We stretch a little at a time. So your choices are this. You can, if this is the box, you can pop outside the box, right? You can leap yourself into some extraordinary experience where you are saying, I'm going to push this. I'm going to step outside my comfort zone and I'm going to leap. And if you do that, then what happens is the brain feels under threat and pulls you back. But if you do it, if you stretch, right? If you mentally stretch first, as you are stretching your set point, you are seeing yourself on the other side. You're seeing yourself, right? Become and step into. And as that happens, now there's energy. Now there's flow. Okay. Good. Who else? Let's keep playing a little bit. Let's take this conversation a little bit further because you guys, this is right on. We're right on the money of what set point is all about.
Martu has her hand up. So go ahead, Martu, unmute yourself.
Hi, Deb.
Hey.
So I've actually had worked quite a bit on trying to get that set point stretched, right? But I keep finding different triggers to different things. So the most recent one, and this is literally today, was more on like the relationship side of things with my husband. And usually that seems to be my trigger most of the times, to where if we have an argument or like something doesn't quite go the way it's supposed to be, or we don't agree, things like those, it triggers me to like pretty much want to curl in a ball and just disappear, like just literally that way. And that happened today. I did a tapping technique, the EFT, that helped a lot, but there were a lot of different feelings coming. So it was first hate, and then like feeling unworthy and feeling unloved. And it's like, okay, how can these feelings keep coming up? There has to be a different way to like work on that, because they keep popping as I keep trying to find the way to reprogram all of that. It's like, okay, I'm trying to help myself, but this is triggering me more and more as I keep going. And this is so far. So any insight or how we can like,
So what I want you to do is close your eyes and kind of see if you can go inside your body, right?
Mm-hmm.
And let's just breathe, right? Let's just breathe for a minute, right? And guys, what we're doing is called brainwave entrainment. We're allowing our brainwave frequencies to calm. And as your brainwave frequencies calm, right, they go into alignment with music or beat or a bell. And as it does it, it's just soothing. Feel it? It just becomes a soothing energy. And so what I want you to do with that is see if you can find the place in your body where this energy resides. Where is the place in your body where the fear, the resistance, the hesitation, the pulling back, the sabotage, the anger, where does that stuff live for you?
It's usually my lower back.
Okay.
And I know that that's related to like the fear of like not having enough money and, you know, going that way, kind of related to. And that's kind of how it started, like last week. Like that's where everything started, like my lower back tying up, and then everything's kind of gone downhill since.
Right.
And I can feel it there as well.
So as we are figuring things out, right? As we are looking for what does it mean? What does the lower back mean to you? What does it mean that you hold stuff there for you? Not what other people have told you, but what does it mean for you?
Like the support type, to me means like the support, the strength to keep going with everything.
Right. So keep talking.
Okay. Like being not just the support as like physical support, but more like an emotional support for others. And just keeping myself together. So like
So
yeah.
you're draining yourself
Mm-hmm.
as you are giving to others. Is that right?
Yeah.
All right. So as you drain yourself, right, and you leave yourself empty, what's the benefit for you? Why are you doing that? We only do things that benefit us in one way or another.
So I really don't know the actual benefit to me personally. It's been more detrimental than it has helped. But what the reason why I feel I've been doing it, yeah.
Well, I was going to say, hold on a minute, because don't let yourself off the hook that easy, right? When you say there's no benefit to me, what you're doing is immediately shutting down the possibility of you looking at why you're sabotaging.
Mm.
And
Okay.
sabotage is always a benefit. There's always something in it for us. We wouldn't be doing it. So our brain, it may be stupid, by the way, but your brain thinks it's a value. So why? Why would you?
So I don't have to do so many things.
Keep talking.
And this is a trigger.
Okay.
So the others pay attention to me.
There we go.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
just breathe into that. Just breathe into that. You are sabotaging and holding yourself back. You allow yourself to be drained so that you can get other people's attention and have
Yes.
them love on you and give you
Yes.
something back. Really important for you to understand that. Feel it? So
Yeah.
there's some part of you that believes the only way you can get love and attention is if you have given everything away, you've earned it, right? And as you do that, as you kind of come to the place where you're empty, it's almost like maybe you don't deserve it until you get there. Does that make sense?
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So what we want to do is we want to work on your worthiness. We want to work on your value. We want to work on the power of who you are. We want to work on this core energy of you. We want to elevate all of that. Makes sense?
Yeah.
So what neuro tools are you currently using?
Well, I have one that I've been using that it's I've tailored it to myself. So it's kind of like I reworded all the things of how I am, you know, all the positive of who I am, and I've been listening to that. And then I'm using the Rise and Thrive.
How does Rise
And
and Thrive make you feel?
oh, that one, someone triggers me and I end up crying.
That's good. It's good because what it's doing is it's touching the important part. So what I want you to do is I want you to listen to Rise and Thrive, because those are messages that, you know, you're amazing and you're unstoppable and this is who you were born to be. And it's all of the messages you really need, right? But it's a bombardment. So right side, left side, you're having a hard time defending it. And what's happening is it's getting to your core. It's making you cry. But if you would commit to listen to that 3 times a day and then tap while you're listening to it, right? Tap while you're listening to it. You will anchor in the positive and you will release the negative and you'll stop crying, because that's the thing you need more than anything else. That's the message you need.
Okay.
Feel it? And if I were
Yeah.
you, I would tap the entire time. Just listen to it, speak it, tap it, get yourself into that emotion and out of that emotion. Just pour yourself into it. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Does everyone know what tapping is? Anybody not know? Anybody want to know? Yes. Tap here, here, underneath here, 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 underneath your armpit, your head. All right. That's what tapping is. It's
Right.
all those points, those certain points that trigger that. That's interesting on the Rise and Thrive, the tapping. Is the Rise and Thrive still available if someone's not in any of the membership? So you can go to icaninstitute.com.
Let me show you the best way to get there. The best thing to do. Okay. I'm going to share my phone. So hang in there with me. We're going to have some fun here. All right. Nope, that's not the right one. Screen monitoring.
And I had another question. The 21-day challenge only available for members, or is that available for anyone?
No, that's members.
Okay.
That is in a membership. All right. I don't know why my screen does not want to talk to my phone. I don't like that. Well, that's not good. Connect to the
Yeah, it says that we're viewing your screen, but it's blank, of course.
Right. Okay, hold on a minute.
You want me to try sharing it?
What I want you guys to know is Rise and Thrive is available. It's saying my internet connection's a little unstable tonight. That's not ever a good thing. Let me just say this. And I was going to show it to you on my screen, on my monitor, but I don't seem to be able to do it. I apologize. All right, so I will just show it to you on the website. So we'll just go there. Let me open that up. And so when you come in and you get any of the free tools, you can come here. In fact, let's do this. Let's do it right. Let me stop. And let's just get everybody set up. So what I want you to be able to do, guys, is you are going to go to icaninstitute.com/free. Okay, that's it. What that's going to do is take you to this website right here, and you'll see the app. This is the new app. And you just say, I want the app, get the app. So when you ask for the app, you have to put in, you're basically registering for a membership. You only have to do this if you have never registered for, if you've never had a gold or a silver, you've never been to an event, you've never done anything with us, then you have to do this. If you already have any kind of a password to get into, the main site, let me show you how you would do that, right? You'd go to login, and after you hit login, you want to visit the portal. You put in your password, your email and your password, and then you come to this page. So when you come to this page, if you come down to, let me see, here it is, resources. Oh, is it resources or is it? I think it's resources. Yep. You can get your hands on Every Thought Counts. Okay. You can listen to this little binaural training. You can also go into this and get a hold of Rise and Thrive. See it right there? So Rise and Thrive, Mindset Warrior, and Every Thought Counts. That's available even inside the free. It's called a guest membership. So you will have access to that no matter whether you've paid anything or not. It really doesn't, that doesn't matter. Okay. So I would come down to this free neuro tool and play that puppy, right? Just use that. I would use that 3, 4, 5 times a day. Okay. And I would tap while you're doing it for sure. Right. Absolutely. And guys, once you have registered, you will be able to go download the app off the App Store. So go to the Apple or the Google store and get your app and then log in on your phone. And all of that, your free guest membership is available on your phone. Okay.
So you can use the app for free as a free guest, and you get those 4 different. Wow. That, like, those
Exactly.
4 are golden. Like, I listen to those all
Right.
the time.
So all of that is very doable.
Wow, that is great.
Am I frozen or are you?
You're
I guess
frozen.
it's silly to ask you if you're frozen.
You're frozen. Do you want to go back, since you were there? Can you go back to the website
I'm frozen.
and show the gold membership? Oh, she's frozen. Maybe I can do it while she's frozen. Let me go here. So I will tell you what the big news is. While Deb is frozen, I can institute. Here it is. So Deb has a gold membership, and I'm doing a program with Deb. And in this program that I'm doing, so if you go to membership, here's the basic ICANN Institute. If you go to membership, and we're talking about the gold membership here. So this gold membership is usually $69. With the program that I'm doing with Deb for the next, I don't know how many months it is, this will only cost $34.50. That is a great, great deal. So if you're not in this gold membership with the ICANN Institute, I would highly suggest go for it, because you get all of these neuro tools. You have mindset classes, and June 15th, they're starting ICANN Sell and Recruit. So if you're stuck of I can sell and recruit, or you want to just get better, right? Let's not talk about being stuck, but you just want to improve. We're always improving. I'm always looking for how can I get better? That class is going to begin where we're doing them together. And every Monday morning at 7:30 Pacific time, AM Pacific time, and they're recorded because you're part of a Facebook community. She's going to go through that class, but there are 6 different classes in there. And a lot of people that did Deb's program last year with me did a lot of these classes. There's 80 neuro tools, the Facebook community, the live mindset training. And on her live trainings, you can raise your hand. And what we just did today with Martu and Erica, you can raise your hand and you can, whatever she's discussing, you can talk, right? And I would say, and lots of times, like just now, nobody raised their hands, go for it. Like this coaching is invaluable. I can't even tell you. There's no contracts, you can cancel anytime. So when you go to join, you have to put Williams 50. I better look at the email if it's Maria or Williams. Wait a minute. Let me look at the email. Hold on. Where are you? It's Maria 50. Yeah, not Williams. It's Maria, Maria 50. And you will get 50% discount. So $34.50. If you are already in the gold membership, then you need to call them or send them an email and say that you're on my team and that you get that 50% off. And then next month, you'll start getting the 50% off. So even if you're already in there and you've been paying $69 per month, you're only going to pay $34.50. Now, I was super excited that she was offering this to everyone because of this program that I'm doing with her. So you can either get the $34.50 now, or if you join the gold membership, or if you're already a gold member, you just have to call them or send them an email. I think it goes to support@icaninstitute.com and just say, I'm on Maria Williams' team and we're supposed to be getting 50% off because she's part of the inner circle. And I'm going to post all of this and everywhere, so don't worry about it, so everyone can know. But I'm so excited that she's doing this. And part of it is she wants to do this big study. And in there, we've just started a 21-day challenge of 4 neuro tools and track our activity, what we're doing. And I so believe in the neuro tools that you do 4 a day, and it can be tough sometimes to find the time to do them. But when you do those neuro tools 4 a day, stuff starts to change. It does not happen overnight. This is transformation. Okay. So you're going to have, you're going to have still ups and downs, right? But transformation comes with time, being consistent. I always tell people I've been doing 20 plus years of mindset stuff. I was in my 20s when I started. Well, I think I'm at 30 plus years, but we won't even go there. So it's way more. It's almost 40 years. Holy moly. Whew, time flies. But I should just say I should keep quiet and just say I was in my 20s when I started doing mindset. So I've been doing it not always consistently, but I've been doing it since my 20s. I've had dream boards in and throughout my life. Before we even started network marketing, I had a dream board and my boys had dream boards. And so I always talk about that stuff, right? So it's years of transforming. And I think that's one of the things that helped me grow so fast when I and Carrie also had done a lot of mindset stuff that helped us grow so fast in here, is because we had done that mindset work, right? We had stretched that set point, but we always, we're always stretching that set point. So that's why I continue to do the neuro tools to find, okay, what's holding me back from my next level, from where I want to get to, right? So I don't know if you want to add anything else to that, Deb, that I might have left out, or if anybody has any questions about any of it.
Yeah, I'll just recap. You did a great job. I'm sorry I got bumped. So guys, here's what's happening, right? the neurotool library is exploding, right? The entire system is becoming more and more effective. And so what we're doing, you know, what Maria said is right. We're going to do a big study, a case study. And I created this program for top level leaders like Maria, who are ready to explode to the next level. And what I know is the best way for an entire team to move is if the entire team is engaged. And so what I decided was I wanted to eliminate the barrier of cost. I want to make it so reasonable. It's crazy, right? I mean, crazy to get. We used to charge $150 a month for 6 classes, 80 neurotools, and live coaching, right? And now what we're saying is you guys can get in at $34.50, I think it is. And here's the key. Maria didn't say this. Once you have established that price point, as long as you don't leave, it will never go up on you. So lifetime value at $34.50, just don't go anywhere, because if you quit and come back, you have to come back wherever the new price point is, right? So I want you to know that we are doing everything we can to pull out all the stops to say, look, here's what I know. Put me on the team. Put these neurotools on the team. Carrie, you got to get Deb the neurotools, because in the moment when you feel resistance, in the moment when you feel the fear, in that moment, that's the moment for your neurotool. So think of it this way, guys. We do the training are all the classes, because what we're doing is we're opening up your understanding of what your brain is doing to you. And you're opening up an understanding of, okay, now what are you going to do? How are you going to create that shift? So the classes are for awareness. It's for you to learn and become aware. But I want to be really clear, guys. What we have seen in the past is people get hooked on personal development. And I'll tell you why. Because it feels good to create a different feeling. So when you break through and you use the tapping and you use the tools and you have this breakthrough and you feel better, it's really, really easy to just sit inside of a loop and just get hooked on personal development, personal development, personal development. But I want you to understand that that's not my desire. If I just wanted to sell a personal development class, I could have gone anywhere. I brought it here because you have to be able to take your personal development and apply it. You know, you have to have the mental and emotional breakthrough and then use it today and again tomorrow and then again the next day, right? Because that's how you grow. I will be very blunt and tell you, if you've kind of plateaued somewhere, that's your brain saying, this is as far as we go. That's it. This is as far as we go. And that's why what we have up level, right? Your brain's operating system, rewire it. So you are going to go through learning and then doing. Doing is where you're going to use the neural tools. You're going to move into action. You're going to pay attention. Where are your stuck places? How to move past them. And then the third aspect of that cycle is live it. And that's where we are going to repeat it. And you're going to come to Monday, raise your hand and have your questions answered and get feedback and practice with other people, right? This is an opportunity for you to play with each other and hold each other accountable. You guys, if you really want to do this business, and not just say you want to do this business, but if you really want to do this business, we got to break through, right? We have got to create the big breakthroughs that allow you to move forward, move past this and into something more, right? You guys got it? I'm not sure where we're getting all that background noise.
I found it.
Okay. But I can't make it any easier. Maria has invested deeply in her success and your success. I just want you guys to get this, that her investment is because she loves you, she trusts you, she knows that this is the answer, this is what's going to move you. And guys, we can't do anything else except give you all these resources and then coach you through the process. So I'm excited because, you know, Marie and I were talking and we're like, hey, let's bring 100 people. Let's get 100 people from your organization coming in for, you know, for that half price, and let's elevate the team together, right? Let's get everybody moving. My goal would be every one of you rank advance. Every one of you double your output. So double the number of shares that you're doing every day, double the number of follow-up calls, double the number of orders that you're taking, double, you know, see what I'm saying? It's like, we got to move. The beauty is this: when you do this together, it's easier. There is something intoxicating about an entire team moving together. You guys get it? So as we elevate together as a group, all of a sudden, watching each other break through, right, and rank advance and continue to move and increase your income builds belief. It builds, there is a group think that changes. Group think right now is, this is where we're stuck. And what we're going to do is we're going to erase that ceiling and elevate the group think. So bottom line is this, guys: when you get the information, get yourself registered, get on now, get on tonight, so that we can get you engaged and begin to onboard you and get you moving. Okay. And make sure that everybody in your organization, your downline, your upline, make sure they're all on it. Let's make sure we get the Australia group on it. This price point is perfect for them because they're always talking about how they can't, you know, it's more expensive there. Now's the time to get them in, right? Let's get this entire, you know, group moving together. And then, guys, it's true, in a couple of weeks after we get you on board and get you using, and you're going to feel better immediately, but we're going to launch I Can Sell Recruit. This is all new, brand new. But here's the bottom line of Sell Recruit. When you see yourself as a powerful, unstoppable saleswoman or man, when you see yourself as a recruiting superstar, as you see yourself as a creator and a rank advancer, when you see yourself fitting into that role and it feels good to you, and you do it with ease and flow and joy because we're all going together, what happens, guys, is we are going to set the tone in the next month, right? The next couple of months, we're going to set a tone that you will always look back at and say, that was the moment, right? That was the moment, because all of a sudden, all the water was rising and your boat rises with it. So that's what I say. Jump in, get yourself registered. Let's get you onboarded, get your app, begin joining us on Monday so we can move you into the challenge of starting to use the apps. And we're going to do this again. We're going to get on another session when everybody gets in and everybody gets registered. We're going to bring everybody together and we're going to move together. So, got it? Yep, good. All righty.
Thank you so much, Deb. I didn't know that it was forever. I missed that somewhere, but I love that. So that price point is incredible. I mean, what you get out of those newer tools are amazing. And the classes that are there that you can go back with, right? And then you can do mini classes with your teams. Also get 3 or 4 people together. And once this one's done, and maybe do another one wherever you feel you need. That's just incredible. And the app is so easy to use. It doesn't, I mean, it's flawless. I love it because I press play and I go for my walk and I exercise, and wherever I'm at, it's so easy to use the app. It's incredible. So okay. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Deb. Appreciate you. Thank you for your time. And I'm super excited.
All right. Thanks, guys. Love you much. We'll see you soon. All righty. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.